very badly. Lauda more than Prost, because Prost would probably, if he's sensible, realise that 6 points will do him a lot of good anyway. So he won't be too combative, but Lauda really needs to beat Prost, and he's going to race him all the way.
This proves that John Barnard, the McLaren designer, has produced the car. And that is Teo Fabi's Brabham BMW. There is yet another Ram car. That's Jonathan Palmer's car down there. So both the Ram marches are out of the race. Teo Fabi is out of the race, and we're getting the demonstration that John Barnard has designed the car to beat.
Well, on the right-hand side of your screen, now you see Jonathan Palmer's had a really huge shunt, because you can see the damage to the car, you can see the damage to the tyre wall, but luckily I was trying to point out, and a little bit of a fire around the turbo. That is actually only oil, and the marshals will be able to put that out very easily. I don't think we're going to get anything dramatic there, but somebody ought to notice it and do something about it before the tanks explode. And here we have Alan Prost. He sold PK a little bit of a dummy going into Paddock Bend by staying behind him and pretending he wasn't going to overtake. He'd rehearsed it a lap before, and he's through.
Red flag waving, red flag maybe. That means the race is going to be stopped. I don't know why. I'm looking around to get some knowledge and information on why, unless it means that Palmer's car, which was involved in that very heavy shunt, is blocking the course somewhere or other. But this is tremendously interesting, because it means that now on lap 13, what will almost certainly happen is that the race will be run in 2 parts, and the results will be decided on the accumulation of time of the 2 parts. And it was as well for Nelson Piquet, I think, that the race stopped, because Nelson came into the pits at that point, and that would have completely destroyed the battle for the lead, which had continued between Prost, Lauda and Piquet. And this is probably a bit of a blessed relief for Nelson Piquet, and obviously we'll let you know why the race has been stopped as soon as we know ourselves. And there's Niki Lauda. As usual, the first thing he always does when he takes his helmet off is, he's talking to Alan Jenkins and Steve Nichols, the 2 McLaren race engineers. Now, Keke Rosberg had actually rejoined the British Grand Prix just before it was stopped. It was not actually a broken turbo, it was a turbo pipe that was giving trouble. Obviously got some sort of a leak in it, as a result of which the boost pressure was going down, and therefore the performance. And they fixed that, and Rosberg had rejoined the race, albeit very, very well down, but in the running. And there, of course, is the answer to why the British Grand Prix has been stopped. The recovery of Joe Gartner's car, which is the one that you're looking at now, the Osella, which went out with Philippe Alliot's car, and Jonathan Palmer's car. After a delay of some 50 minutes to clear the debris, a restart of the British